Hey guys, welcome back to Explainer X. Today, I am going to recap a 2008 drama romance movie, named Diary of a Nymphomaniac. So, let's begin. The movie starts and we see Val as a 28-year-old woman who is visiting her grandmother. The two women are very close despite their age difference since Val's grandmother is the only living relative she has. Val asks her grandmother about the concept of love and marriage. Val's grandmother states that she was in love with her husband and she never thought that she could love someone else. Val is doubtful about that and even asks her grandmother what would have happened if her grandfather rejected her. Val's grandmother remarks that at her time, women without jobs had two options: marriage or prostitution. Val's grandmother encourages her to write her experiences in a diary, saying that it is therapeutic and can help her. It might help her get clarity. Val has a very strong sexual desire, feeling that she cannot be tied down to one person. To her, sex is her way of connecting with the universe, and she recounts how it began. She lost her virginity at 15. From the minute she experienced sex, she knew that she wanted more and more. The boy she did it with at the time did not satiate her after one round, so they went at it again. Val says that at the time, she felt as if nothing could equal the immense pleasure she felt. That is why she kept having sex anytime she could. She did not care where it was, and eventually, she never cared about who it was. Despite this, Val has studied well and works in the marketing department of a firm in Barcelona. This means that she can pay her bills and live comfortably. Val is having an affair with a man called Alex despite knowing that she has an affair. One thing that usually ends her relationship is her heightened appetite. Many men cannot keep up with her since she is always ready to go at whichever time. Val is in the office when she gets a call from one of her many lovers. Since Alex is out of town, Val goes to see the man, and the two end up having a steamy night. At work, the next day, Val's close friend, Sonia, warns her since she has been coming to work late. The two women talk about men and Sonia expresses that love should be a romantic experience where the man sends flowers and makes you feel special. Soon, Alex comes back. He notes that Val only wants to be intimate on her terms and this does not make him happy. He mentions it and Val eventually relents. The two have wild sex. After what seems to be an intense match, Val expresses that she wants to go on. This infuriates Alex, who breaks up with her saying that she has a voracious sexual appetite, and he is not sure if he is the only man in her life. Val is angry at this, but she cannot do anything. She leaves the apartment and walks to a train station. At the station, she sees a stranger who is attracted to her. The two end up having sex outside by a fence. After the deed is done, Val leaves the stranger and starts walking home. She meets a prostitute who had seen her with the stranger. The prostitute tells her to enjoy herself while young since soon she might need to be a prostitute to pay her bills. Val goes home and showers. She soon realizes that a man is peeping at her from across the window. She puts on a show for the man before closing her blinds. Val gets a call from her grandmother who has fallen ill. She leaves work and goes to tend to her. Val's grandmother thinks that the doctors are exaggerating her disease. Val opens up to her grandmother. She wonders what is wrong with her since she does not want to be with one man. She fears that she might not know about family or marriage. She also wonders why her grandmother has never scolded her for her promiscuous ways. Val's grandmother tells her that she has to live her life and enjoy her feelings, otherwise, she will never have a fulfilled life. Val leaves to get her grandmother a blanket, but when she comes back, her grandmother has passed on. Val recounts that burying the one person who cared for her was a low point in her life. She wanted to seek comfort in the hands of a man, but she did not have the energy to do that. Soon, life has to go on. Unfortunately, Val is fired since she shows up at work late and leaves early. Val has a good education, so she applies for several jobs and gets interviews. Her first interview goes well. However, she meets a man called Jamie in her second interview. The man expresses interest in Val and soon, Val agrees to go out with him. Jamie takes Val to a very expensive hotel. The two have a lovely evening, but Val is determined to save herself for the night. She is also deeply disturbed by her wanton needs, and she is trying to see if she can control them. Jamie is a very romantic guy who knows the right words to say and even tiny gestures like getting her flowers. He drops her home and the two share a passionate kiss. Later, Jamie and Val spend time together and Val falls madly in love with Jamie. A montage of the two spending time together while Jamie gets Val expensive things is shown. Val is excited to take things slow with Jamie, but soon, she gives in. Val is disappointed that Jamie is not as good in bed as she had thought, but she brushes it off since she is living a good life and is in love with the man. Jamie finishes too quickly and Val cannot get satisfaction from him, but you can't have everything. Soon, Jamie buys an expensive apartment and asks Val to move in with him. Jamie says that the house could be where they start a family. Val speaks with Sonia and expresses her feelings toward Jamie. She says that she does not want to be with another man except Jamie. Sonia asks her about their love life and Val defends Jamie, saying that he is usually stressed from work. She decides to move in with him and maybe have a kid or two. Val gets a call from her first interviewer, an Italian fashion designer. She is delighted to have a job. However, one evening, Jamie is angry at her when she fails to pick up his calls, accusing her of having an affair with her boss. She is angry that he would think that and wonders why she cannot be happy for her. Jamie later apologizes and the two make love. This is just the tip of an iceberg, since Jamie visits Val at work and wreaks havoc, accusing Val of sleeping with her boss. Soon, Val realizes that Jamie is bipolar. On one hand, he is sweet and charming, while on the other hand, he is abusive and obsessive. Val's boss approaches Val asking her why she is with Jamie. He says that if he was not gay, he would date her, so she should stop selling herself short. Val goes home to find Jamie with a prostitute. Val is angry when Jamie demands that she pays the prostitute. This is an eye-opener for her, and she seeks Sonia's help. Sonia advises her to leave Jamie, saying that she is too forgiving. The two women go back to the house and Val starts packing her clothes. Jamie comes in with a huge bouquet but quickly turns sour when he sees that Val is leaving him. He threatens her, but when that does not work, he starts crying. Val does not care and she leaves. She stays at Sonia's place for a while, but one evening, she leaves and goes back to her old apartment. Val is heartbroken and keeps on remembering Jaime's words. One night when she cannot take it anymore, she decides to end her life by jumping out of the window. She backs out and falls to her floor crying. Sonia soon seeks her out and helps her realize that she has something worth living for. At this point, Val is unemployed, and she has lost all her savings since she was paying for Jaime's extravagant lifestyle. She decides to work as a prostitute in a brothel and make some money. She is introduced to the brothel owner, Madam, who controls all the women working there. Val makes friends with a Brazilian woman called Cindy. Soon, Val enjoys her work, feeling happy that she is getting paid to do something she likes. One of her regular customers is an Italian guy called Giovanni. Val falls in love with his tender ways, and she is excited when he books her for the second time. However, she is sad to see that the man had given her out to his friend. Val has a fair share of men who express interest in her, including Pedro. Val soon realizes that Pedro only wants to control her since he is a rich man. He also expects her to be cool with him being sexually aggressive. Val refuses the man and jumps out of a window without collecting her payment. The next day, Val returns to the brothel. Unfortunately, Cindy jumps off the window to her death. This makes Val begin to reevaluate her life, wondering what lies ahead for her. She is deeply disturbed by the madam's nonchalance toward Cindy's death. The madam feels that life continues, so Val should continue servicing her customers. Val meets up with a client. As she starts dealing with his needs, she realizes that her life can never have any meaning if she keeps on behaving the way she is. She feels lucky that she is not as desperate as the other prostitutes, since she has an education and a chance to make her life better. Val tells the madam that she wants to quit the brothel. The madam tries to convince her to stay, but Val's mind is made up. The madam abuses and threatens Val, but she is a girl with a mission, and the mission is to leave the brothel, so no threats work. Val leaves the brothel and goes to visit her dear friend Sonia. Sonia is happily married, showing that she found happiness and the love that she has always dreamed about. Val tells Sonia that she has quit the brothel. Sonia expresses relief and promises to be a better friend. When walking home, Val meets the guy in her apartment building who had peeped at her earlier. Val asks him if he wants to go back to her place. When the man says that he has no money, Val assures him that it is okay, showing that she has gone to her freelancing methods. And the movie ends here. So I hope you enjoy the video, so click any video of 3 them and enjoy next, and don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the like button. Thank you for watching, see you soon.